Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Arson Wrestling Podcast. This is the Mastermind, Sal. On the other line, we got the big guy, Rich.
What's up, guys? Long time no speak.
Long time no speak, indeed, man. It's crazy. This is the Arson Wrestling Podcast. This is our running the ropes shoot segment, I guess what we call it, or little thing that we do where we freestyle everything going wrestling right now. Again, can you believe 2020 is almost around the corner? It's almost 5 years? It's been 5 years, right?
That's going on 5.
5 years. That's fucking crazy. Half a decade we've been going strong. That's a big deal. Nonetheless, we haven't gone ahead and actually. I think it's a good time to kind of bring this in right now. We also have a third member, right?
Who?
Wait.
We do have a third member.
We do. Well, all I know is wrestling. Yeah, wrestling spells RSN. There's RSN that spells in wrestling.
R,
right? Yeah.
Which is Rich, which is
big guy.
Me.
Big guy.
There's S, which is Sal, which is you.
Uh-huh.
So who's the N?
Who's the N?
Nathan?
No,
that doesn't sound right.
Who else? No, I don't think it's Nathan. It's not. Nathaniel? No, that's not Nathaniel. No.
No.
What else? I know it's a Nick.
Oh,
yeah, I think right.
No, it's not just any Nick.
Not just any Nick. Yes.
It's not just any Nick Lopez. It's Nicholas Jason Lopez.
Jason Lopez. Yes. And he runs his site. All we gotta say is 3 letters. We've been saying this all the time.
He has 2 sites that he runs now.
Yep.
We forgot. There's a second site that he does. Mm-hmm. There's the famous one, Pro Wrestling Opinion, PWO.
PWO.
And for you music fans, he has another page called The Music Bugle.
Mm-hmm. Recently started.
Which is basically covering not known bands or music artists that are up and coming.
Right.
It's a very good site if you want to learn about upcoming music artists.
That's right.
But nothing against music, but the site that everyone should be looking at is Pro Wrestling Opinion.
Yeah.
Just for the fact it covers our old stuff, and it's going to be covering our future stuff.
That's right.
And it has interviews with a lot of talent. Sal, hit him with the famous story because I know it's on. I know you want to.
I know.
Just get it out.
Well, here's the updated version of that story. So I just graduated from school early this year, so I don't go to school no more. That's not an excuse. I always tell people stay in school, kids, stay in school. But whether you're in school, whether you're in work, in my case, I was at work. So I was sitting at work, bored. I got into the room like, damn man, what do I do here? I'm freaking bored. So literally, I can't just go on on my laptop and just start pulling up wrestling clips. Otherwise, the boss is gonna be like, "What the fuck you doing?" Even though my boss liked wrestling, so he's like, cool, it's all right.
First.
Yeah, he would have been like, "No problem," but then he would be like, "Hey, you can't be doing that." So I'm like, "All right, no problem." So then, what's the best thing? Pop my earbuds in. I started listening to RSN. Started listening to all this stuff, and if anything, also I started looking at all the stuff on PWO. PWO right there shows all the things. I can actually start going and looking at everything. I'm like, oh wow! So I'm actually getting all my covers there, up to date, minute by minute, segment by segment, and it kind of seems like everything's going on right there. And on top of the fact, now that I got my earbuds in, literally just go ahead, pop up one of the archives that he has on the website, and literally have all of our old podcasts there, so you can see everything.
You know which one the fans should be listening to?
Which one?
Well, as everyone knows, it's December. It's the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
What is our tradition?
Every year. We've been doing this, since 2014, 2015?
Mm-hmm.
2014. So we had it for 2014. We had it for 2015. We had it for 2016, 17, 18. This is going to be 19. This is our 6th year-end in review, or quote-unquote SLAMMALAMIES. That's what we call it.
SLAMMALAMIES.
The SLAMMALAMIEs. Yes.
And good old SLAMMALAMIEs.
Good old SLAMMALAMIEs. And basically, this is where we just go ahead and break down the full year, going through every single kind of category, breaking down all the things, talking about what's the good parts of the year, the bad parts of the year. We talk about best female star, best male star, tag team match, oh my god moment, botch, breakout star, top prospect, pipe bomb segment, you name it.
And we're actually debuting a new category this year.
Yes, new category.
It's going to be the best overall performer.
Right? Best overall performer. PWI don't got nothing on us.
So that basically means it could be a male or a female.
Male or female, yes. And again, it's an interesting year for this year, so definitely you can check that out on our, like I said, on all of our different platforms that we're on. So we're on Anchor, YouTube, and all that other stuff too. And also on PWO, where else you can also check it too. You gotta talk about the punchline, man. The tagline, come on. It's tagline time.
What time is it?
It's tagline time. Come on, man. You got take it away.
Reading is fundamental. Reading about wrestling puts you over.
I was gonna say reading and in parentheses listening if you got a chance. So of course, yeah, because you can actually listen to all the stuff too as well. So that's another thing too. But yeah, nonetheless,
that is true.
Yeah, but nonetheless, let's talk about this whole time period, man. The draft came up, or the quote unquote shakeup came up. The brands got split and everything, and then it started out with the SmackDown roster not being able to show up because of the Saudi Arabia show, and who comes up? NXT. So moving from here, this whole thing, NXT versus Raw versus SmackDown, or NXT, like I would like to call it, versus the main roster.
Or as Tommaso put it, the main roster versus the second roster.
Ooh, put it down.
Because, as everyone knows, the real talent is in NXT.
Quality-wise, I mean, I think we've always said this. We've always been big proponents for this. Every single big weekend, whether it's a WrestleMania, whether it's a Survivor Series, whether it's a Royal Rumble, whether it's anything, a SummerSlam weekend, whenever we go ahead and look at the whole week in review, do we say Raw or SmackDown was good? No. Do we say the pay-per-view was good? Oh, hell no. We look at TakeOver and we go, that stole the whole show.
I can't even tell you the last main roster pay-per-view that was good.
That's true. Especially after this whole Hell in a Cell bullshit that happened. It's like, oh my god. I don't know, there hasn't been a single good pay-per-view, I'd say, in a while. Like, I could probably say...
I can't even tell you.
Yeah, it's
my mind is blank right now.
It's totally blank. And I mean, if I was to ask you the same question for NXT TakeOver...
I think the last good one might have been Money in the Bank.
I'd say, yeah, for this year, Money in the Bank. But I'd say before that, in my opinion, probably No Mercy 2018 or Great Balls of Fire. Even though it was a bullshit name, but it was some really good matches on that.
Yeah, card. It's that bad if we can't even remember.
Exactly, if we can't remember. That's the thing, too. But, I mean, if you pose the same question for NXT, if you said, which was the best NXT TakeOver?
No, here's a better question.
Yeah.
What was the worst TakeOver?
No, you can't say that. You cannot say that. It's you really, at this point, I wouldn't even rank any of them as worst.
I think the worst one,
yeah,
and this is going back years.
Really?
I think the worst one might have been Fatal 4-Way.
I don't remember that one.
Which still had a great card. The main event was Tyson Kidd versus Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor versus Tyler Breeze.
Wow. And that was like a stale... Well, I guess it was a stale build, I think. That's probably why, because it didn't really put that much onto it. But when you look at... Like, even with... So, we talk about this all the time. They literally just get one ad. One ad that says, okay, right before the weekend of the pay-per-view, they say, we have, this is the NXT TakeOver, it's coming up on Saturday, by the way, and they have all the other stuff going on, so it's like, all right, let's just go and do that. So now it's like, how can we, compare with that? You really can't at this point, It's just like, all right, fine, regardless of comparing. Yeah, whether you see NXT is still the same thing over and over, it's not really gonna be any different, So all the, you look at it, it's gonna be a good show, Yeah.
But there really is no comparing anything.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, if you're looking at,
you can't compare main roster, the quote unquote main roster.
That's right.
To NXT.
That's right. Well, let me tell you, what do you think about this whole thing with the whole takeover and everything? Do you think it was booked properly?
All I gotta say is there's two MVPs of that weekend. Keith Lee and Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, baby. Yep. And that's a fact, because, I mean, you could say that Adam Cole probably pulled what AJ Styles pulled back in 2017, the end of 2017.
Oh, when he did 2 countries in 3 days?
Yeah. The dude went from South America, I think it was a live show, went to the pay-per-view the same night?
Yeah, it was a live show in South America.
That's right.
Dude fucking flew to Cali. What was it? I think it was a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
That's right.
He went from South America on Saturday.
Right.
Flew to Cali Sunday for a pay-per-view last-minute match against Finn Balor.
That's right.
Which stole the fucking show, by the way.
Stole the fucking show, indeed. Yes, yes.
Stayed there, worked Raw, and worked SmackDown.
That's right.
And that just proves AJ could adapt to anyone.
Definitely, definitely. And I think really what the big thing was the fact that same thing you could say about Adam Cole. Adam Cole did all that, and literally they told him, okay, you have to get to a plane in New York and Buffalo. Literally 5 minutes, or like, what is it, like 50 minutes before the flight, he was literally just landing off the plane. And they said, okay, now you got to go out there and perform. No script, no nothing, no, okay, here's how you get a feel of the ring. Here's how you get a feel of, Daniel Bryan, this, that. No, he said, no, you're facing right there, right then and there. That's it. Just roll with it. A lot of pressure, would you say? Especially when the NXT title's online, that's a big deal too.
Yeah.
And on top of it,
now fast forward a week.
Yeah.
To TakeOver.
Yeah. Oh man, that match.
Did the War Games match, and then worked the match against Pete Dunne.
That's crazy.
And not just him. Fish and O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Had a great tag team match.
That's right. And
Roddy Strong had a great triple threat match.
Roddy Strong just fucking killed it in that match. I think really the big thing with that is, I mean, they could say that he stole the victory, but I think at the end of the day, it's he really pulled out what he could. If you look at that whole War Games match, the concept is probably one of the most intense matches you could think of, right?
Double ring, double cage,
double pressure,
anything goes.
And then on top of the fact, now you got to fight the next night. For Adam Cole's kid, all fucked up, all bruised up. Fuck it, you just gotta do it.
Actually, I take that back.
Yeah,
we could throw Rhea Ripley in there also.
Rhea, oh my god, Rhea, she's been dominating. I'd say if I think she's one of those candidates for either Woman of the Year or Best Performer of the Year. That's a fact. That's a fact. I think
I would say breakout.
Yeah,
but there's nothing that she has to break out from.
No, well, yeah, exactly. What's there to break out from? She came to the WWE's PC in 2016 or 2014 or 2015, something like that. And
2016, she competed in the first Mae Young Classic.
That's right.
Won the UK title.
Yeah. And she had such a transformation.
Lost the UK title and then came right up to NXT.
Yeah, and if you look at her whole transformation, she went from this blonde, Barbie-looking ass motherfucker
as the meme says.
Yeah.
As the meme says, Rhea Ripley went from "How are you doing, ma'am?"
Yeah, exactly.
To "Your son calls me mommy now."
That's true. That's true. That's a fact. And I
have a question though.
Yeah.
This has no offense to any of the women that listen to us.
Yeah.
We love all you girls that listen to us.
Mm-hmm.
Sal, when a female turns heel, is it just me, or does that female wrestler get 800 times hotter?
It's true. It's true. I mean, the thing is, it's a different side. That's why.
Look at Dakota Kai.
Yeah.
She was cute.
Yeah.
As a little girl next door.
Yeah.
She turns heel on Tegan Nox.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Transformation, man. It's fucking wild. It's wild. I mean, the only exception you could say is probably Bayley, because Bayley, I was like, the whole I learned thing is like, whoa, what the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Sasha looks good heel.
Sasha, I mean, all she really did was just change her hair, but still, it's something, it's like, all right, whatever, we'll take that.
Plus, she went blue, so that's kind of my color.
That's right. So
that made me like her even more.
That's right. But if you're looking at the whole, even the whole card with the women's match and all that stuff, the thing is, I think that's what it fucked up. This whole Survivor Series pay-per-view, they had the woman end the night. And again, this isn't a bad thing saying, oh, the women suck and everything. The women's division is probably the highlight of wrestling right now, over these times right now. But why?
In your opinion, what was the highlight of the weekend? Pick one match.
I'd probably say War Games. The War
Which
Games.
one?
The War Games match. The one with
Which one?
Adam Cole. The one spot that sticks out to me that whole week. Tommaso Ciampa on the top. He goes ahead.
Doing a
Yeah.
fairy tale ending.
Exactly. And then what do you see? Like literally, he puts him into the table right there. Bam, the fairy tale ending right there. And then next thing you know, the camera zooms out to who? Britt Baker.
Britt Baker. Did you see what Triple H said?
I heard about the whole thing. He's like, oh, he's denying.
The
He's like,
cameraman didn't know who she was.
What kind of bullshit is that?
He just went to the female that had the best reaction.
Guess who the cameraman was?
Who was it?
Kevin Dunn.
I'm not surprised.
I bet. I mean, you never know. It probably was Kevin Dunn. I mean, that's the thing. Kevin Dunn's the one that promotes these things. So, I mean, he's the one that does the production. So, he probably didn't know either.
My pick for a match of that weekend, the women's one.
What? Really? Which one? The triple threat?
No, the women's War Games.
Women's War Games. So we got two. So that brings up to our first point again from the beginning when we were talking about this. If you look at the whole weekend, Takeover takes over. Honestly,
my pick, just for the fact, Rhea and Candice won in a 4-on-2.
That's right. And then on Survivor Series, she was out number 2. But she ended up winning though. So I mean, that's one thing too.
I am mad that they made my girl Tony look like a little bitch. To be honest,
that's true. They took her out or something, right? They totally took her out.
Because every fan knows my favorite NXT female is Toni Storm.
Toni Storm, yeah. But now, I mean, here's one thing. They had a lot of different spots. I think that's what really good. In the men's Survivor Series match, really good spots. In the women's Survivor Series match, really good spots. I mean, how many times did we see what's her name? We saw Io Shirai and
Bianca had a great performance also.
Bianca had a really good performance, crazy. Matt fucking Riddle and Keith Lee. Come on, man. And those two matches, like I'm telling you, they had a lot of NXT stars that really made their mark that night.
Walter
did pretty good too. Exactly. Yeah. I mean,
Keith Lee had a great performance in the Survivor Series match.
Yeah. Supposedly Vince is high on him, which is kind of wow.
Don't be surprised if you see a call up.
I hope he gets called up. I hope he gets the world title.
It's a proven fact. He's going to be in the Rumble.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I think because
he's going to be in the Rumble. Yeah. Riddle's going to be in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Probably Damien.
Priest, right? Yeah. Or Punisher Martinez. Yeah. Walter for sure. Yeah. But again,
don't be surprised if you see if you see it's going to be 30 men. Don't be surprised if you see 10, 10, and 10.
I think that's what's going to happen.
Don't be surprised if it's 10 Raw, 10 SmackDown, and 10 NXT.
It's just like it's just like how it was 10 years ago when they had ECW, Raw, and SmackDown. Same kind of deal. 10, 10, 10. They're going to have this again.
Unless they do a 40 where it's 10, 10, 10, and surprise entries.
And legends and stuff, I guess. So, they could do it like that.
So you might get a 40 man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, before we go into Rumble 20, what about... So let's talk about this whole thing with, what do you call it?
Just to get it out of the way, let's talk about the downfall of ROH.
Yes. So ROH first, yeah. I mean, ROH, what do you think is happening with this? We went there last, was it 2 years ago? I think it was this month, last 2 years ago. We went to Hammerstein Ballroom, really good quality show. You go over there, you're like, damn, man, it's a hell of a talent here. They got all this stuff. They got Jay Lethal, fucking Matt Taven, God rest his soul. They got a whole bunch of stuff there. All these guys. But, now looking at it, what do you think? They just got raided? What do you think really what it is? Or just like Impact, where they're just going down now?
This is bad.
Yeah.
Just for a fact, look how much talent they lost.
That's true. They kind of got raided in a sense.
The boys just got signed.
The boys, yeah.
Dalton Castle's boys.
Yeah.
They just got signed. They fired Kelly Klein over some stupid shit.
That's right. Supposedly that was a big
highlight.
Not
her fault. She had a concussion.
That's right. And
not her fault.
We really don't know the full story. So, you never know what it might be. Because, of course there was history where talent might, they might say, oh, no, we're not doing this. There might be more politics. You never know. So, there's probably something else going on under there. But it's hard to say, But then, I mean, speaking of controversies like that, former ROH talent, ACH.
Fuck him.
Come on, man. I mean, we were talking about this before the podcast. What do you gotta tell us about the
Fuck
whole?
him.
You gotta tell us about the whole Twitter interaction. I mean, of course. By the way, guys. By the way, we got
Fucking guy blocked me.
He blocked him on Twitter. That's the thing. Rich runs our Twitter page and our Instagram page, so he co-runs the Instagram page with me. But you gotta tell him, Rich. Tell him the whole interaction.
Oh no, it wasn't the podcast page. It was my personal account. He blocked.
Oh really? It's a personal account. Okay.
So he went on the past, as everyone knows, the past couple of weeks. Jordan Myles, ACH, whatever the fuck you want to call him, goes on his rant. Blah blah blah. WWE is racist. They released a racist shirt, which is bullshit because everyone knows if you're a talent, you approve the shirt.
Yeah.
Any merchandise before it gets released.
That's right.
So apparently they released the shirt without his knowledge.
Yep. And he thought
it's racist.
And he thought it was blackface or something. It looked like it was blackface. But then so they had to remove it and like, oh no, that's too sensitive material. And then he goes on there saying, I didn't prove that shit. Like they gave him something else.
And then this morning he goes on a rant again saying he's quitting professional wrestling 2 hours after he signs with Major League Wrestling, MLW.
MLW.
And I just curse him out. I'm like, fuck you. Professional wrestling doesn't need you. You're just trying to get more clout, trying to pull the race card.
That's right.
10 minutes later, I go on his page. Super ACH has blocked you.
It's crazy. I mean, that's the thing. I think the big thing, and they said this on Raw recently, like probably last week. Drew McIntyre was in a segment with Randy Orton, and he was saying some shit about, today's generation likes to go out there and, likes to complain on social media before talking to anybody else. And it's true. It's a fact. I think that was a little bit of Triple H.
I thought you were because everyone made a joke for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre and Randy, they got into a little chopping match during their match. And he goes, you won the title 93 times. Slaps him.
Yeah.
And then Orton holds his chest like he's in pain. He's like, you were supposed to be the chosen one. Slaps him. And then Drew just hits him one more time. It was funny.
Wow. I mean, that segment was pretty good, too. I mean, the way that he was talking about it, and it's kind of reminiscent of old school Randy Orton. So, I mean, it's kind of, where we look at it and kind of go, okay, I see what they're trying to do there. They're trying to give him more character development. So, it's interesting to see that.
My whole thing is, where is he going? Because his contract's up soon.
Exactly. I mean, I think he might resign. Looking at the way that WWE is trying to treat their talent.
Either that or he's just going to retire.
I don't think he's going
to retire. Remember, he has his own family now.
He got his own family. I mean, AJ's been saying that for a while now. AJ's been wrestling for what?
No, but AJ officially confirmed he is only doing 2 to 3 more years.
True. That's right. I see that. But he even said, after I'm done with wrestling, I'm probably going to retire. So, I mean, again.
Like, completely, he doesn't want nothing to do with wrestling anymore.
Yeah.
I think AJ's officially going to be finished.
Well, speaking of that, we also had CM Punk come back. Which I kind of go.
Fuck him, too.
Again, I say fuck him. I said this from the start. And people always made this argument saying Warrior came back, Bret Hart came back, Sting went to WWE eventually, Bruno Sammartino came back. Okay, fine, but never say never. I understand that. But the thing is, this guy left the company, talked all that shit. Yeah, left on bad terms, talked all that shit, stabbed all the wrestling fans in the back, and now he comes back and we expect to just bring him back in. And there's fans bring him back and go,
don't get me wrong, I was one of the biggest Punk supporters.
Yeah.
But I understand why he left.
Yeah.
The whole, I don't have to run the ropes. I'm not a fucking rookie. I know I have a concussion.
That's right.
But don't say you're never going to come back and then 6 years later you walk fucking back in.
Exactly.
Wait, if you recall, didn't he say the same thing about The Rock?
He said that.
You go away for 6 years and you just waltz back in, no problem. Exactly. What did Punk do? He waltzed back in with no problem.
Exactly. Kind of being hypocritical in a sense. And I mean, that's my argument too, is the fact that this guy just, he disrespects the wrestling industry like that. puts it down. Like the thing is, you work for this, you work for this industry for a long time, and he worked since like the IWA days, since ROH, all that stuff, and then moved up slowly, and then all of a sudden he just abandons all that. He abandons all his friends, his colleagues, all that shit. Talk shit about
Fucked
them.
over his best friend Colt.
Yeah, fucked over Cole Cabana, all this shit. I mean, we really don't know the full details of that, but I mean, at the same time, it's kind of like it just
I
says.
believe Colt.
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of says like what the kind of person that you are. Like you're,
The guy fucking laid out $1.5 million.
Yeah.
For a lawyer.
In a lawsuit. That's some bullshit too.
I'm gonna pay you back.
Yeah.
Phil, where's my money?
Yeah.
What money? I don't owe you nothing.
Yeah. Bullshit, man. I'm telling you. I mean, it just kind of brings up the fact that, this is why all that shit's going down, and then it's like everybody's in their separate directions. You got Joe on WWE Backstage now. You have, Daniel Bryan
just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Great fucking announcing on Raw.
Oh, man. He did a really good job.
If Joe retires.
Yeah.
I think he has it.
He's basically the new Taz.
Yeah. I think he has.
Yeah.
He has it.
Yeah,
to be an announcer.
Like what Taz was from 2001 when he retired to like 2008, 2009 when he stopped announcing is the same thing as what Samoa Joe's about to do now. It looks like it the same way. So I kind of got that same sense from him. And I mean, the thing is, it's a good role for him because it was a couple years ago he left Impact because of the fact that he felt like he wasn't getting paid as much. Like AJ had the same issue, and now he's at the top of the stage, the top company in the world, WWE, the most corporatized.
And now it's just. He's injured all the time.
He's injured, but I mean, he's making good money now. Like he's doing other gigs now. He's doing backstage. He's doing all this other stuff. Up, down, down. He's making money either way. So I mean, I'm happy for him.
I think he's a great replacement for Dio Madden, though.
He is definitely. What do you think about Dio Madden going to? So is it saying that he stopped announcing or he's fired or?
No, he stopped announcing. Easy way to put it, he got balls on him.
Right.
He's going back to the ring. Because he wants to take out Brock.
Really?
So he got fucking balls on him.
Yeah, that's true. Or I think what I heard the story was that Vince said that you're not doing a good job, and then he said, "Oh, I might as well be a wrestler."
Nah, it was because Brock went off script. Because I read something.
Oh, really?
Remember when Brock put him through the table?
Right.
He wasn't supposed to do that. He was only just supposed to push him, and Dio was just supposed to fall.
So Dio was supposed to sell it, but he didn't.
No. He wasn't even supposed to be F5'd.
Oh, really? Oh.
Brock went off script.
Oh, okay.
Brock was just supposed to shove him, and Dio was supposed to just fall.
Oh, okay. That's
Brock put him into an F5 and broke the table.
That's crazy. And then think a couple years ago he did the same thing with I think it was Cole and Michael Cole and who else?
Oh, when he F5'd him randomly?
F5'd him randomly and it was
he was fined?
Yeah, he was fined, quote unquote. I mean, the thing is, like, with Brock...
Is that when Paul came out with singles?
No. So I think, what was it? It was a Stephanie McMahon segment. This is 2015. He loses a title against Seth Rollins in a triple threat. And then, comes out, he's like, I want a match. They don't give him a match. And then, he ends up going and kicking the cameraman's ass. He started throwing over tables and then grabs Michael Cole, brings him through the ring, and then
I felt bad for Michael Cole's shoe because it was just laying there.
Yeah, it was just laying there. Exactly. You're like, oh man, fuck that shoe, man. Shit. And then the next thing you know, see him. Yeah.
Like, come on, the shoe.
Yeah.
Really?
The shoe. Really? Come on, the shoe. Really couldn't have to do that. Come on, man. But then it shows how much savage he is and shit like that. But then this guy threw a belt at Vince after WrestleMania 34. How much more immunity can this guy get? And it's like, all right, whatever.
And he said, go fuck yourself.
He said, go fuck yourself. Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like...
Do the title, go fuck yourself.
Exactly.
Was that against Goldberg?
No, that was against, I think, Roman.
That was Roman.
Roman, yeah. So I think he wasn't happy with the finish because he was getting booed. But that's from what I heard. What's what I've seen. But I think it was
because from what I heard, he actually wanted to put Roman over.
Yeah, he wanted to put Roman over because him and Roman are really good friends backstage, I think. And
was that the... Oh, no, that was in Suplex City.
Suplex City. This is after Suplex City.
Yeah, Suplex City. Suplex City podcast. That was a horrible idea by Bad Creative.
Oh man, Bad Creative. Exactly. Bad Creative. That was the excuse. It was Kevin Dunn. Okay.
Thank you Thank you, Le Champion.
Yeah, Le Champion.
Chris Jericho.
Well, let's talk about this, man. The bubbly. The fucking bubbly, man.
Yo, Sal, you know what you get me for Christmas?
What are we getting for Christmas?
You're getting me a little bit of the bubbly.
The bubbly. Yes, yes. Not just any bubbly. This is Chris Jericho's own fucking branded bubbly, man. That's crazy. This guy made top
They're
sales.
selling 2 bottles for $40.
That's wild, man. That's not bad. That's not actually a bad price. That's all right. I understand that, you know. Champagne can be expensive, but $20 a bottle, that's not bad. Jericho, if you're hearing us, we could advertise for you if you wanted to, man. Come on.
All we want is return. Just mention us on TV and send us a little bit of the bubbly.
A little bit of the bubbly, please. That's it. If you want to put us on the lexicon, go ahead. Fuck it. I'm all game for it. Fuck it. This guy.
I just want to be mentioned.
Yeah, this guy went from the list to the lexicon. That's a big deal.
Not even the list. The original list was the list of 1,004 moves.
That's right. That was the original list. This is list 2.0 in WWE, and now it's much better. The lexicon.
Well, out of those 1,004 moves, how many moves were the armbar?
I think it was the majority of them, probably 90% of them. We gotta ask Dean Malenko then. Dean Malenko will probably know.
Malenko was the man of 1,000 moves.
1,000 moves.
Jericho was the man of 1,004.
That's right. That's right. Well, what about? Well, I think. Well, so before. Well, I think we'll go from here. The Survivor Series. So one sec. So we had what you call it? Speaking of Malenko and everything, Dominic, man, what do you think about Dominic and everything in that match against Brock? Because there was a match with what was it, Mysterio and Brock for the title. What comes out after that, you know, this whole thing, you know, Brock comes in ready to defend the title. Next thing you know, and then, you know, he's beating his ass and shit. Dominic comes out, ready to throw in the towel. Oh, psych. Low blow. Gets him right there.
To be honest,
who comes up? Yeah.
I thought I wanted Dominic to turn.
Oh, you want Dominic to turn that? I was talking to my boss about, yeah.
From what I heard,
yeah,
Mysterio wants Dominic to be his final match. So what I'm guessing is that might happen at Mania.
You never know, it might. I mean, but that's the thing. Like, the picture yourself. You know, I think I can still, like, you know, see that moment when you saw him try to jump on top, frog splash. Next thing you know, Dominic comes up, frog splashes on top of him. They both cover him. 1, 2, 3, and you thought, oh my God, Ray's gonna win the title. Holy shit, he's gonna win the title.
Just throwing it out there. That Father Son 619 had me in the fields right there.
Yeah, that had me in the fields too, for sure. I think everybody in that crowd was like on their feet for a good 10 minutes. And then next thing you know, everything, that's it, didn't work. Like, come on, man. They just buried him again. Okay, whatever. On to the next one. But now it's like, come on, man.
Because that was actually, that was really sweet.
That's right. It was a really good moment. It was a really good moment they had.
And Dominic actually did it really well.
Dominic did fucking great. And that's the thing. He was trained by Lance Storm, and he's set to go to the PC next year. So
he's already there.
I think, yeah, they're starting him, but they're going to announce him as one of the people starting in 2020. So I guess.
I think he might actually be in the Rumble.
I hope he is. I hope they can fast track him and he can become like the top star. So you never know. But well, I think we didn't talk about this also. Bray Wyatt and his new titles.
The Fiend is gold.
Fiend is gold. But that $6,000 belt.
$6,500.
$6,500. Oh, and plus tax, $7,000.
$7,180 to be exact.
Who the fuck is gonna pay $7,180 for a belt?
You'll be surprised. I can tell you who won't be paying that much.
Yeah, I can tell you that too.
Fans who actually follow ProWrestlingOpinion.com.
That's right. That's true. Your number one
cheap
source.
Cheap little plug for you.
Yeah.
Cheap little plug for you, Nick.
Cheap. I like what you did there. Cheap plug. It's funny. But yeah, PWO. 3 letters. We always talk about it. You can check it out there. Again, and then the next thing is you don't have to pay $7,000 for it. It's literally right there for free. How much better can you get than that? I mean, my beef is...
Speaking of paying...
Yeah.
Did you hear WWE Network finally confirm something?
I heard there's like a free thing, right?
They're going to be doing 3 tiers.
Wow. They're trying to do like Disney Plus
The
then.
free tier is going to be all stuff that's on it, plus the pay-per-views.
The fuck? So they're separately doing the pay-per-views?
I think it's $12.99 tier.
Oh wow.
I want to say.
That's wild.
I think it's $12.99 is going to be all the footage on the network, the live programming, which is Takeover and the pay-per-views, and I think Evolve.
That's crazy. So this is the first time they're bringing in.
Oh wait, no. There's one more tier.
Oh really?
$14.99, which includes Evolve, ROH, and TNA.
Really?
And New Japan.
That's wild.
So you could possibly watch AJ versus Nakamura at Wrestle Kingdom.
That's not bad. I mean, that's the thing. I think where WWE, they're trying to go for content, and I think that's where the world is now. Like you saw, Disney Plus came out recently. Freaking Hulu, like Netflix, they all have their own studios now. They're making their own movies. They're making their own budget films and everything. So it's good to kind of have your own content and then build up on other content too. So
Yeah, but my whole thing is, why should the people who've had the network since day one have to pay more when in the last 7 years it's been shitty fucking pay-per-views?
That's true. And what's going to be the selling point now? So that kind of brings up the fact, like, unless you have the Fiend showing up every time,
Like, to be honest, I let my network go.
Yeah. But I think also, the reason that they're also doing is just to try to deter illegal streaming, which I think is still a big problem because a lot of people are still illegally streaming everything. No one's gonna try to. Everyone's gonna try to find some way to cheat out of that, either buy a trial, cancel it.
And there is.
Yeah. So if they're trying to do this,
to be honest, I've been saying it for how long that I'm letting my network go.
Yeah.
I actually followed through. I let it go.
Really? I did it almost 4 times this year. 4 times.
What?
4 times. I canceled it. Restarted it. Canceled. Restarted it. Canceled. Restarted it. So
were you able to use the same email?
No, I didn't get the email. No.
So how'd you do it?
I went through. If there's a setting on it, if you go through the thing, it'll tell you how to cancel it and everything right there. So you said I think it was like my account, and then from there you can just cancel right there on the spot.
But when you reactivated it, did you have to use a new email?
No, you can use another email, no problem. Like what I did was I just applied for another email. It gave me a free month, and then I would maybe cancel again or whatever the case. So I still buy it. There's times where I buy it and I would keep going with it, but then at some point I'd be like, after especially Hell in a Cell, that made me just quit right there. I said no, fuck it. Survivor Series, okay, you brought me back in. Let me see how it is. Brought it back in, no problem.
Because I'm thinking about just doing the Big Four.
Big Four, yeah. I think a lot of people are because now it's like just there's no point because there's no development. I think that's really what it is. And now we're heading into Royal Rumble. This is a big show. There's a lot of things that are leading up into WrestleMania. We just gotta see how it's gonna plan out. Well, I mean,
because the thing I'm really gonna miss, to be honest, it's Takeover. Because
right.
NXT's on USA now.
That's right. But now, like I said, now they taken that out now, so now it's just documentaries and all that other stuff. So I think that's really what it is now. But if anything, I mean, there's always different. There's always another way you can listen to all this stuff and follow that. You know how?
Yeah.
3 letters. PWO.
Yep.
There's another cheap plug. There's another cheap plug. Right there, Nick. That's for you. But yeah, I mean
3 so far.
3 so far, indeed. Yes. But I mean, nonetheless, before we go, I think we gotta talk about one last thing. Royal Rumble 2020. So we're gonna have our year-end review show next. But before we go into that,
I know we're like a month and a half away.
Yeah.
I already got my picks.
Really?
Male match, the male Royal Rumble. Adam Cole.
That's pretty interesting.
The female match, as much as it hurts me to say this, because I'm not that big of a fan of her, Shayna
Baszler.
Because they want to bring her up as soon as possible.
Right.
And they want to do Becky versus Shayna at WrestleMania.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope too. I
Because
mean,
that was
yeah,
supposed to be the original match
yeah,
at Survivor Series.
that's right. But I think the way that they ended it, they were trying to, I guess, hint at that. So you never know. You're right. It could happen.
But as everyone saw at the ending, Becky got pissed,
Hmm.
attacked her,
Hmm.
which has me thinking they want to bring up Shayna,
Hmm.
win the Rumble, go to WrestleMania, and fight Becky 1-on-1.
That could happen. Yeah. I mean, I think just along the lines that you said. So I mean, for me, the women's match, I feel like it's gonna be Ronda Rousey, simply because we talk about this year after year. We've said this since 20, I think 16 or 17. We said that they're gonna set up four horsewomen versus four horsewomen. The moment that they got signed, we thought, oh shit, they're gonna set it up right there. It took some time. I think
My
now's that
opinion,
time.
I thought that was going to be a Survivor Series match
I thought it was gonna be Survivor Series too, but they didn't go with that. That's
because
kind
that
of
would be the perfect setup.
it was yeah, it was gonna be
4 on
really good.
4 elimination.
Yeah, but they didn't do that at all. So it's kind of weird now. And then I mean, especially when you see on NXT now, recently they had Shayna Baszler, what you call it, being helped out by what you call it, two of the other four horsewomen. When
Jessamine
yeah,
Duke and Marina Shafir.
Marisha Fury, yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like again, I guess they're teasing at it. So I mean, now this is a perfect time. If you think about the whole story, think about it. This WrestleMania, Ronda Rousey lost the title to Becky. Becky was the one that won over. Next thing you know, like if you think about it now, she won the Rumble, right? She came enter the Rumble, won the Rumble. Rousey comes back. I think this is what's gonna happen. Rousey's gonna come back at Royal Rumble, make a shock appearance. She goes ahead, wins the Rumble. Next night, they go ahead and tease that rematch for the title. It's gonna happen again, and then
So
that will lead. Yeah,
you mean
yeah,
just how Becky did it last year?
just how Becky did it
She
last year,
announced
and then
tonight.
yeah, and then basically it's just gonna be a recap of what you call it this year, but then this time Rousey wins, and then basically I think it'll be something about how four horsewomen versus four horsewomen. I think that's really where we're gonna go at with that. With the men's
And do that at SummerSlam.
at SummerSlam, exactly SummerSlam or Survivor Series, whatever the case is. But for me, I think the big thing for me, I think we're going for the men's. I mean, we've said this all the time. I think I've heard about this. If you look at the Universal title picture, what you call it, Bray's gonna be holding the title for a while. They said the rumor was they're trying to have Roman win the Rumble. I don't think that should happen. And I think the other thing they were saying was that either Kane Velasquez was gonna face Brock Lesnar for the title at WrestleMania.
I heard Tyson Fury actually.
Tyson Fury. Wow. So I mean, but that's the thing too. It kind of brings up the fact that it's like, so we already
But
know. Yeah.
I
But
read something today while I was on my way to work.
really,
Vince wants to do the UFC champ,
really.
Cain Velasquez,
Hmm.
versus the WWE champ,
Hmm.
Brock Lesnar, versus the boxing champ, Tyson Fury.
Damn. Vince
So he
really
wants to do a triple threat of the combat sports.
combat sports. That'd be pretty interesting. But I think it's also again
You just throw
yeah,
Shaq in there too for
throw Shaq,
NBA.
throw Shaq. Hell, bring back freaking Michael Jordan. Just say, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go ahead and bring out all the legends. Just fuck it.
Why don't you just fucking make a 10-man battle royal?
Where's Serena
Someone from the
Williams?
MLB versus someone from the NHL
Yeah,
versus someone from the NFL
yeah,
versus someone from NHL versus Brock versus Kane versus Tyson
yeah,
Fury versus throw Floyd Mayweather in there. Why
yeah.
don't you?
Fuck it. Why not? Just like why not? I think it's just again it brings up the fact that WWE is just trying to be more appealing to everybody. But the thing is, it's kind of like this is WrestleMania 36. If this was WrestleMania 6, I understand it might have worked then. It's not like that now. Wrestling fans are smarter. You know what's going on. I think the whole world knows what's going on in wrestling. But it's kind of like you're trying to bring
See, actually,
lives to the product. I don't know if it'll work. So I mean, if you're looking at it from men's
to be
perspective,
honest,
yeah,
I don't think there's gonna be a takeover before WrestleMania.
yeah, because I think they said that the no, not worlds collide. That's something else. They're trying to have Takeover show up on Sundays. So instead of doing it on
That's
Saturday,
what I'm thinking
yeah,
for WrestleMania.
yeah,
It might just be the Hall of Fame
hmm
on Saturday,
that's right.
and then the main show on Sunday.
Hmm.
And it's actually going to be like a 6-7 hour show, but
Yeah,
it's going to include NXT people, which I actually would not mind.
yeah. I mean, they should have
That would
her.
be
Yeah,
a 7 hour show. I would not complain about.
yeah. As long as it's
How long was
yeah,
35?
yeah. As long as it's good wrestling, I'm all game for it. But if it's just like
Is
some bullshit,
how long was WrestleMania 35?
WrestleMania 35 was almost 6 hours, I think. People were telling me, I think people that went, and you probably heard it too. They left, I think, around like 3 or 4, just to line up. That's if you want to reach the doors. people were there since like 12, but they didn't get home until
People
like
left.
yeah. People
They didn't
left.
get home because the main event
Hmm.
ran over the time.
Exactly, and then all
Because
the
people said they missed the train,
yeah.
so they had to wait.
Yeah, either Uber, Lyft, or probably take like a train or whatever the case is. This fucking
They had to take the New Jersey Transit.
New Jersey Transit, but by that time it was closed, so it was all kinds of fucked up. So I mean, the thing is, it's kind of like you gotta take into account. And there were a lot of pissed off customers. They were like, "Yo, fuck this, we're not doing this shit again." So it's kind of again, it's a headache. It's like why and this is on the biggest city, of course. New York City. Fucking, it's always fucking busy here. Why bother? But I mean, yeah, that's we talked about pretty much everything that's going on right now, of course. We talk about all that stuff, Survivor Series moving forward. TLC is coming up. We're also going to have our year-end in review show, which is going to come up soon as well. We're going to be breaking down all the categories, like I just said, talk about everything from this past year, all the stuff from January to December, everything going on right there in wrestling. Again, be sure to check us out on all of our different platforms. We're on Anchor, we're on what you call it, YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple
Anchor
Podcasts.
might be fading out.
Yeah, Anchor might be pulling a Kevin Dunn on us, so it might be Kevin Dunn trying to fucking pull strings on us, fucking asshole. But still, I mean, nonetheless, you can check us out on all those platforms. Rich runs the Twitter page of the podcast, the Arsenal Wrestling
And an
Podcast,
Instagram,
and we will co-run the Instagram page, and then also we have what's
which we
called
actually stopped doing the birthdays.
yeah,
We're actually doing something better.
yeah, much better.
We're doing Superstar of the Week.
Yeah, we're getting a lot more feedback, and recently we just had Matt Riddle as one of the superstars of the week,
But it wasn't Superstar of the Week. It was Bro of the Week.
really. Bro of the week, yes, yes, yes. But now, I mean, well, if you wanted to see who's next, you could definitely check that on our Instagram. Who's next?
Let me see.
Hold that thought.
Nick actually has a good pick.
Really? We gotta check that out.
Nick's pick is money. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, so you gotta check that out. Check that out on Instagram for sure. But I mean,
Let's
nonetheless.
just say he's better than you.
Oh, okay.
You should know who it is.
I think I know. Yeah, I got you.
Very salty.
Yeah, I've seen. I know.
Actually, I got a good pick for one of my future picks.
So yeah, and again,
I'm just gonna leak it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leak it.
Yeah.
My pick, because I have solid picks for the next 3 selections for me.
Mm-hmm.
In 4 weeks,
mm-hmm.
my Superstar of the Week is freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
OJ. Right there. That's what's up, man. I'm telling you. So, I mean, of course, it's going to be AEW stars, ROH
You know
stars.
what's funny?
Yeah.
He's never wrestled a match in AEW, but he's the most over wrestler in AEW.
He's over like Undertaker right now. That's wild. Like him and Undertaker are on the same level right now. If you were to see, like, compare side to side, you would see, like, Undertaker just as much as you would see OC, and what you call Orange Cassidy, and then you would go, holy shit, like, damn, we rarely see this guy. He gets the same kind of pop. Like, you know how the lights go out?
He's only been in 2 matches in AEW, and they were both battle royals.
That's right. And he shows up in a lot of backstage segments, so,
just randomly, sitting there.
Just randomly, sitting there, chilling. That's the thing. So, But yeah, I mean.
And all he says is, yup.
Yep, that's all.
Or, nah.
Yeah, he's just mad chill about everything. And again, he's like blowing up everyone on social media. I had my non-wrestling friends tell me, like, holy shit, look at this guy. He just has hands in his pocket wrestling the whole match. That just comes to show you what AEW is doing. So, I mean, you can check that out too.
But, if you go to all these old school wrestlers.
Yeah.
Oh, Orange Cassidy is just a horrible gimmick.
That's right.
He's not even a real wrestler. He's actually really talented.
He is definitely. Yeah. I mean, we'll be talking about him and a lot of other guys from AEW also. So, I mean, of course, now that AEW came in this year, we'll be probably bringing that up in our year-end in review or our SLAMMALAMIES show as well. So, you can
we will.
We definitely will. Definitely
going to. A lot of wrestlers are definitely going to be winning awards.
Definitely. And you can check that out. Again, it's all on YouTube. It's all on there. Again, check out Facebook, Instagram, all the other social media sites to check out there, But yeah, this is the Mastermind.
Actually, Sal,
yeah.
I might have some news
Yeah.
which I'm going to mention now, and I'm going to talk about it later with you on Facebook.
Okay.
How would you like a theme song
Theme
for
song.
the show?
Really?
Yeah,
We should. I mean, we've been on for what, 5 years? I think it's time for that.
because if you've been following our Instagram page over the last couple months, I've been posting a music artist who I am friends with, and he's been shouting us out on his page.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I could talk to him,
Mhm.
see if he could do a song for us.
Oh, really? That'd be dope, yeah.
His name is Bando.
Mhm.
That's his rap name.
Really?
I'm really close with him.
Really?
As I said, I've shouted him out on our Instagram story,
Mhm.
and he shouted us out on his Instagram story.
I've seen that, yeah.
So, if I speak to him, is that something you would want?
Definitely. To see what he can say. If anything, we can always see what to do from there. I mean, of course, 2020, a lot of big things are coming up, so, we're going to be making a lot of changes too. So, you're going to see that in the next couple of weeks too. Because, yeah, 2020 is coming to an end.
Shouldn't you be doing the promo video soon?
Well, it might be. I'm not sure. I haven't decided that yet. I'm still trying to get as much content as I can and try to see
I
what
know
to do
around
next.
this time last year you were starting to produce the
The intro, yeah, or the
preview
promo.
for 2019.
2018, yeah. So now I'll probably have to work on it to see what's there. But yeah, definitely. I mean, you could always check that out if anything. It's on our YouTube page if anything too. So I definitely I'll keep you guys posted on that too. But definitely, if we have like a theme song for sure, I'm down for that too.
And I'll talk to him. I'll write to him today.
Yeah,
and see what he says.
that's right. Yeah,
That's right. So, with that being said,
yeah,
this is the big guy Rich signing off.
yeah. This is
We
Sal, the
have
mastermind.
Sal signing off.
Yeah, we'll see you guys out, and also check out
Yeah.
PWO Pro Wrestling Opinion. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But that's plug number what? 7?
Number 7, 8, 9. Yeah, same.
Orange Cassidy, freshly squeezed.
Yep. All right. See you guys out.
See you guys.